First of all, just a quick reminder, like Facebook really wants to push stars right now. So if you guys will donate stars, see the stars button below, it should be there, be greatly appreciated. I want to touch upon briefly though, before I jump into any questions people have, it's going to be bullies and creeps in my comment section. I want to be very, very clear. I run a very positive page here. All right, it's about two things: making people laugh, lifting people's spirits, and then strength coaching, because that's my profession. I'm a strength coach. I build people up for a living. I don't want to see people bullying each other. If you're down in the comments making fun of another poster, I'm going to block you. Okay, I want to be very clear on that. I'm not going to put up with that crap. Don't be bullying other people in my comments. You will get banned. Number two, you guys are in here like being total creeps with the women in there. Same thing, guys. Okay. Women are not coming to this page because they want to see your dick pic. Okay, that's not why they're here. They're here to see some memes, to laugh. A few of them are here to learn about strength training and that content. They're here to enjoy themselves, have a laugh. Now, your dick pic might be legitimately funny to them, but probably not. So quit being a creep, quit hitting on them. They're not here to meet you. Okay, leave them alone. Just, guys, man, I can't believe guys literally come to a page to do that. You're trying to beat women on my page. It's not going to happen, guys. All right. I mean, humor is magical. And that's one of the things I really like about the meme thing. We've had a rough couple of years around the world. Actually, more than a couple, it's been like 3 years. And we've had lockdowns. We've had like crisis after crisis after crisis around the world. Economic problems. People need a good laugh sometimes. They really do. And the memes provide that. I feel like they do. I feel like people just need to come online sometimes and they just need to see something funny to lift their spirits up, you know? And the best part, if you guys who are watching this, if you're only seeing the memes and you're not reading the comments, you're missing out on half of it. You're missing out on half of it. The comments are sometimes better than the memes. Just read through them. Right? It's pronounced meme. No, man, it's memes, bro. Dank memes melt steel beams. Of course, the rest of the page is about my clients, strength training, everything else, because I've been an online blogger for in the fitness and lifting world and a writer since 2012, so 13, 11 years, whatever it is, I forget at this point. So, I mean, I put all that content here also, but I put that on all my pages, not just my Facebook. So, yeah, that stuff goes up, and then you guys see my clients and everything. But, you know, the page has at this point largely been about just entertainment. What? You got your weighted... Oh, Amelia, you're doing 70 extra pounds on a weighted pull-up? As a woman, that is freaking phenomenal. Like, Amelia, you... Wow. Yeah, Scott, right. It's about memes and strength training. That's it. That's what we do here. And we keep it positive, you know, because again, I'm about building people up these days. I haven't always been that way. I'm going to be honest. There have been times in my life where I was a very negative person. There are times in my life where in the past, going through rough things, where I used my own internet outreach to be a negative person. And I've worked really, really hard to overcome that and to be better. And you know what? Since I've focused upon positive stuff and positive things in my life and positive things with my outreach, I can tell you that every aspect of my life has improved. I've become a better athlete. I've become a better coach. I've been more financially successful. Okay, all those things. You know, you reap what you sow. You know, that energy that you put out is what comes back to you. And I have found this to be true in my own life. You know, what you put out is what you get back. but it's going to be amplified. All right. Person, my life is finally improving since the first time in 2015. I'm on a healing journey again, and nothing can derail me. Dude, that's the way to go. And you know, when you build momentum with that, right? That's the thing when we're dealing with all these things. This stuff that I learned as a coach, even dealing with my athletes. Build momentum, right? And the more momentum you can build towards positive goals, the more unstoppable you become, right? You become like a juggernaut. Which used to be the original name of this page. If people remember way back in the day, it was Juggernaut. It's Juggernaut Fitness. But that's the idea. You build momentum. Scott, the way I see it is the people who've been through a lot try to lift others because they don't want to see another person go through what they did. Brother, I feel you on that, man. I've had a pretty hard life in a lot of ways. People who know my backstory know some of that, that I'm a childhood abuse survivor. You know, not something I always want to talk about in detail, but, you know, I have been open about that. I was deaf for a couple years as a child on top of that. You know, I've had a lot of things that were pretty rough. And I've overcome those things. I've gone through my own healing journey. And I think when you've experienced that in life and you recognize those things, it gives you a certain degree of compassion and empathy towards other people who are suffering. You know, I think it really does. You know, if you go through your own healing journey, that's the key to it, though. It really is the key. You got to heal some of those wounds yourself, you know, so that you don't become bitter or you don't go in the wrong direction, the other direction with it. But I think once you've got to a certain process through that healing journey, when you've gone through trauma, it makes you better able to understand the trauma that other people are going through, you know, and it makes you want to lift other people up. You know, in my case, this is what I do for a living, you know, coaching. I coach people. I build champions. I build regular people into fucking champions. What do I do else here? Memes, make people laugh, entertain people. I mean, what more could you want out of life? I make a comfortable living helping other people, doing stuff that I love. Like, I'm very blessed in that regard. Extremely blessed, and I'm very grateful to be in that situation. But yeah, I mean, there you go, man, positivity. And I can tell people firsthand, you know, when I've reached that point in my life where I decided to focus upon just positive things, man, my life improved all the way around. You know, and that includes not just the positive, but cutting toxic people out of your life. People don't like it when you bring that up. Like, I can't do that. It's like, man, you have to. This person's my friend. They're my family. I'm like, you got to get rid of those toxic people in your life. You have to. That's part of the healing process. All right. Anything else anyone wants to talk about? There's not many people watching it. It was up for a minute. It's down to about 35 people, 36. Oh, that's cool. All right. Before I wind this down, I just want to do a quick check-in. Before I wind this down, anyone had any questions for me? I always get a few people who start asking me about training stuff in here. But, you know, I don't want to bore the main audience here discussing the difference between myofibrillar and sarcoplasmic hypertrophy, or talking about rate of force production against bands on a box squat. They're not ready for that level of nerddom. Which, by the way, most coaches are super nerds, by the way. Dude, we are super nerds. All we care about is physics and joint angles, and training is response versus entropy over time in the human body. Your best coaches are all ridiculous nerds. All right. Oh, you're in a shelter with 2 kids, one has cancer. Man, that's rough, dude. Wow. Scott, I'm going to keep you in my prayers, bro. I will do that for you. You know, I don't know what you believe in personally. You know, and I'm not going to be here to push my own beliefs on anyone. but I will keep you in my prayers, brother. All right, awesome. So I'm going to go ahead and wind this down though. And so I hope this has been informative or at least entertaining for everyone. And I don't think I'm going to have time to do one of these tomorrow, but I'll get one or two of these in this weekend. So I will talk to you guys and gals next time.